All right, so juice weed is green. What's this again?
Compost.
Compost is brown.
Brown and green.
And food.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Don't pay no attention to me, pay attention to bees. Alrighty, BB.
Alright, cameraman.
If it's not the squirrels, it's the birds.
Look, our baby milkweed is ready to start blooming.
I see.
See it right there?
What's that one there?
That's a zinnia. And that one's growing good. The other one took off too.
I don't know about that carpet one. Doesn't look like it did that good.
No, it didn't.
Looks like it did not do that good. But you see how beautiful round that is? Well, we got birds now.
They were making a nest for the
using this to make a nest.
Using the coconut hair.
Son of a gun. See, you put a birdhouse, and now the birds want to tear it up.
Yeah, well, they're not going to stay in that one because...
Well, the birdhouse is over there.
Yeah.
That was hanging there. But everything looks like it's coming out good.
Oh, my lilies, my day lilies is coming up real good. See, they're getting ready to start blooming.
But yeah, the carpet thing really didn't.
It didn't.
I mean, there's some little flowers there, but
Yeah.
But it really didn't do what, I don't know, what they claim that it would do.
It didn't do what they said it was going to do.
Nope.
All right, I'm going to get to the shed. I've got to... Yeah, we got to save you guys from getting all jacked up. Hey, okay. All right, I'm off.
All right, what BB's gonna do basically is cut a circle out so we could put them underneath here inside the holder, because what happens is when we're watering this, the water goes through and they're staying dry. They get dry real quick, especially with the sun. So for it to hold a little bit of water, and I'll show you over here on this one here basically, is that you can even see it's a little moist only up on top. So what she's gonna do, she's gonna put a bag liner here on the bottom here, so that way when we fill this, the water will hold a little bit on the bottom for these plants. Because as long as you know, other than that, we'll have to water these every day. Right now we're on the every other day until summer hits, and then it's going to be every day that these trees and plants have to be watered. Alrighty, we had two choices. We could use the black garbage bags, or she's got a shower curtain that was lying around new, so she's going to use that, probably because maybe the clearer bag will look nicer because you could see through it. The black bag, like I said, would be on the bottom. I mean, either way it wouldn't matter.
No,
And
just
stuff,
the
so
main thing is to help keep everything inside.
and keep it all moist.
So.
All right, so while she does that, because she's got 4 to do. I don't know if there's one in the front.
Yeah, I got to do the one in the front.
Yeah.
The pansies. This is going to be so much fun.
I know the birds really, they savaged it. They savaged it. Let's look around the other areas of the garden. Good morning, Mr. Ducky. Just better not poop on my roof or we're gonna have ducky soup. Bananas are coming in good. I am gonna look up online and see what AI says is if it's good to water in the morning or it's good to water in the afternoon. I don't know how good this gandula tree. Might have to knock this down and plant new gandulas probably next season or later on, because it's getting late in the season here. Look at all this stuff that we had lost. You remember all this? Look at all that from the wind, like literally knocked a bunch of avocados. We don't even know if those are gonna flurry because, like I said, but there is one branch up there with positivity. That whole branch up there is all avocados. Whether that survives, because we still have winds coming, we do not know. But yeah, a lot of these, see, they got knocked out from the wind. I'm telling you, this tree does not have luck. As old as it is, as big as it is, you're getting 2 a year, if 2 a year. This is our honeybell orange tree. Ooh, it looks like there might be one right there. This will be the first time in season. We got it last year. Look like I see another one, another green dot, but this is all flowered. This is a honeybell orange tree. I don't know, BB says it tastes good. It's flowering. That's good. So we might have oranges this year. And this is her swamp milkweed thing. She's corrected it. She's tried to fix it so it stays moist on the bottom. But we'll see that when that's all done. The reason the cover is so that we don't get no monarch butterflies eating that up right away. This will be the extra food if we happen to get any butterflies this year. This is another butterfly area here. I don't know what type of thing that is in there. It did have a green carpet, but this is not all coming from that green carpet. Very disappointment on that there. And that's what BB was talking about. They took all that from her thing. There's the papaya, new papaya. This papaya was a stitch papaya. It was given to us. So this would grow papayas even small. So we'll see how that works. All right, this is a mulch pile here that she's got. I got to stir this up. I'm going to show you another mulch pile that we're going to use for the avocado tree because it's ready. This is the small avocado tree that we bought that was stitched. Unfortunately, the stitch part died and it grew. So this is going to take forever like those other trees. But this is the small Haas avocados. Again, she has butterfly stuff. That green patch, I'm surprised it's not worth it. It really didn't do nothing there. We got 2 pineapple trees, no pink in the middle. So, and I know they're over 2 years old, and usually every 2 years they should be giving you something there. This is a Puerto Rican lemon tree that we did from seed. It's died, it's come back. It's, I don't know. This is our other lemon tree that we bought stitched, that we had 1 lemon off of it because I think something ate the other lemon. Still not putting any flowers yet, so it might not be in season for that. More butterflies, another pineapple, and this is the mulch that it's ready. It's been here at least a year and a half. And what I did was I would fill this up with water. It has a hole on the bottom, and it would drain towards the banana. There is no, it's not doing nothing. So in other words, I thought putting a hole on the bottom and the vitamins and everything would go there, but no, it does not do nothing. This is mulch here. I've been turning and wetting for, like I said, a year and a half. This is ready to go where the avocado tree is gonna go. This here was a thing we got from the banana farm. It grew, but then the winter got it. It looks like it's coming back. These are beautiful leaves. They'll grow up the tree all the way as high as the thing. This is another thing we got from the banana farm. I don't know what they're called, but they have little flowers in the middle. And that's the aloe plant that we got there. And then, of course, she's got her, I think these are called daylilies or something. This tree we moved from the back porch out here because we're trying to keep trees away from the house for ants. This is what's that's a gardenia?
That's the jasmine.
That's the jasmine.
That's a gardenia.
She'll be getting ready to bloom.
Oh, yeah, she's already starting.
This was the one that was in the front.
Yes.
That's a gardenia too?
Yeah, that's a full-size gardenia. That's a mini gardenia.
Okay.
That one's the mini gardenia. So the flowers on that one only get as big as a quarter. to where this one will get as big as a teacup.
Yeah, that we moved from the front to the back because the water kept on pounding it and was making these leaves, like splashing the dirt on the leaves.
Yeah.
And I think it would be, and the crazy thing is that we've planted stuff somewhere and they didn't do good. But when we moved them and planted stuff somewhere else, they did better.
Yeah.
So that's another thing that we're learning, that, I mean, it's like that lemon tree. That lemon tree is like 3-4 years. And it's
the baby lemon.
Yeah, and it's still,
there's
you
no
know,
blossoms on the other
nothing.
lemon.
Nothing yet. No, nothing yet. This is our avocado tree. Last year it did bloom, but nothing, the wind tore it all down.
The iris is ready. It's blooming already.
Okay, I'll be right there. But right now it hasn't bloomed yet. New leaves are growing, as you can see. So this might be a late bloomer, because this will normally, that other tree over there bloomed early, because normally that blooms in April. This has not bloomed yet, but leaves are growing. So, you know, don't worry about the leaves. A lot of those leaves are from winter, from the cold front. It's shedding, possibly something, you know, eating it there. Looks like some black spots. So that's why I'm going to put that mulch that's over there, we're going to put for this tree here. But I mean, it's good, you know, whatever that is. Like I said, remember, this has been through the hurricane. You know, a lot of the trees got sick. They're trying to fight back, and we're trying to help them out. And, you know, some of these leaves are just dying, whether the cold snap got them or it's an infection, but we won't know until the end of the year. Those are the iris. They're ready to bloom. Yep, little purple flowers there.
Yep. I have all the bulbs for my peacock orchids. I only got one that survived. That's a shame.
Yeah, because the squirrels were digging them up
and eating them.
Eating
the bulbs. Damn squirrels.
And then you got to watch out for this character, because he does go in there.
Yeah.
And who knows what he's eating. And that we can't stop from coming, because down over there is a big retention pond where they all come from. So, and they'll fly, you know, like I said, they'll go to other people's houses and everything. We try not to feed them, because then all of a sudden they get on the roof, they start pooping on your driveway, and that stains it, and then we'll have to have duck soup. All right, let's get back into this shed. Every time we clean it, it's gotta get cleaned again. I need that wheelbarrow there. Yep, and that's what she's doing, just like that. And you can see it's holding the water on the bottom, because these suckers in this need to be fed like every day. Yeah. If you do it like this.
Yeah.
And you can see how it's all turned trees. All our stuff for the food stuff that we put in here, you can see it all turned to dirt. All right, what I'm going to do is get some of those grass growings in there, because I'm going to put this all around here. According to AI, I looked it up, if it's better to water during the morning or in the late evening. AI suggested in the morning, because then that way the tree is absorbing it, but then the area will dry up, so you don't get fungal root or water root or whatever root damage. Doesn't mean you can't water them in the evening. It's just suggested that it's better in the morning. So I'm not gonna say that I can do it every morning. Sometimes I can only do it in the evening, but at least I know, like, hey, if I'm watering something too much, I need to be careful, especially like those potted things up there, because now they're gonna hold the water. So then I'm gonna dump this all in there and spread it around, and then get it all watered. I like using this hoe here, because those blades there will go underneath the roots and cut it as I'm going like that. But this was a good investment. It wasn't that much at the time when I bought it, but like I said, what this does basically, if you can't get on your knees and you can just, you know, catch it, and you see how it'll pull the root and everything. And then it's easier for me to reach with this underneath there. And then I'll pull everything towards the edge here. And then this way I'm not doing a lot of crawling underneath there to pull those dead things out there. The good thing this is good for, you see how the roots, I can rip this whole weed out like that and not struggling. And then I can pull this weed away. And then you see how that helps? Helps a lot. Best investment ever. You can see the sand, this freaking sugar sand. Like I said, you can water this for years and it won't even go to the bottom. That's why, I don't know, that's why roots grow up on top in Florida. Alrighty, and what you doing?
I'm pruning back the lavender.
Gotcha.
Before I get it in the thing up here.
Alrighty.
So here goes nothing. Alright, hold on, I gotta get my chain. I'm sorry, lavender. I'm sorry. It smells so good.
And the bird was nesting in the middle of it. That's why it's got a big opening, see? Look at that.
Figured it was cold. It's gonna take a little chill.
It's always, I mean, unfortunately, the birds, the squirrels, everyone's been here. They keep knocking down houses and stuff, and you know, they need a place to run to and where they can find one tree.
Hey, it helps
That's
them.
what they want to do, and
what's gonna help them reproduce.
Yeah, I mean,
you gotta have animals.
Just can't stop it. You can't stop it. So
the squirrels, I just can't stand.
Yeah, the squirrels are.
So what I'm gonna do here,
and then she'll trim that around.
Yeah, after it's in.
Yeah.
Because it's gonna pucker, and there we go. Alright, now that I've got you somewhat situated, alright, big girl, in you go.
You see? And then she'll just trim the top around there.
And this way, if they do decide to continue to pick.
Right. The dirt's not going to fall like that other one did.
Yes.
That really,
They
really bombed it.
They really tore that one up. But maybe that one was easier to
True.
tear apart because it's a little bit older.
That's true.
So.
Or the flowers, because sometimes they'll go in there and they'll pick the little bugs out of it. Maybe that flower was the type of flower that they like. You know what I'm saying?
You know, I don't know, but all right.
I should just trim around.
Babe. Okay,
there we
never
go.
mind.
I guess always have sharp scissors.
Yeah, my other ones are in there. These are the garden ones, so I know these are getting dull.
And then we'll hang it up.
Yeah. And I think it's because the coconut hair isn't all blue.
Right, it's more newer, like.
So it's going to have air for the roots. And then now I'm just going to take the remaining water that was in the container and pour in there.
Yep. Yeah, this is newer than that other one. That other one is older. You can see the color. And that's probably why, because that could have been stitched up. And then you'll see the water go to the bottom. Then depending on how much water you want to put in there, it'll all hold in there. It probably needs a little bit more water.
Yeah, it does.
But you could tell on this one.
Yeah. Here.
Yeah, okay, there it is. Yep.
I mean, because that's heather and lavender, so it's, if I was to put it in the ground, it would grow into a bush.
Right.
But I really don't want it in a bush format. I want to keep it like a potted plant, which you can also do that with heather and lavender. So I want it there. But it does need a lot of water, especially with our heat.
You can see little baby worms even though I don't like bugs, but you gotta get back in there. That's because twice a year we would put soil and cow manure in here. So now that we're gonna put this mulch, that's what you want. The worms, it's definitely what keeps the soil good and healthy for the trees. And that's what it looks like. All right, what's all in here?
Eggshells, anything green, like
Salads, tomatoes.
Strawberry.
We put leaves in here, some
weeds,
branches in here.
Weeds, wood, your sticks that come out of your tree. You don't want the wood too thick because it takes a long time to break down.
Right.
And you don't want like 2x4s that's been pressure treated because the poison goes into the...
Right, so it's all natural.
All natural.
Some branches, we ripped them up and put them in here.
Even like when I trim the bananas.
Yeah, put the banana leaves.
That goes in here. If I trim this, the avocado leaves, that goes in here, and then you have to water it.
And then all our table screws.
And that's about a year and a half worth.
Yeah, coffee grinds.
Tea
bags, everything that's in the house. That's cucumber natural. Peelings, corn on the cob and stuff. Coconut shell is in there from the ice cream we ate. Just all natural stuff. And at first I was skeptic, but it does take time. And look at it. And let me just spread it around. And that's what it looks like, guys. You guys do your own mulch. Let us know what you use in there. Compost. And now we'll just get this sucker. And that's what I would do in the compost thing. I would water that because the moisture helps deteriorate it, brings more bugs to eat it, and then eventually worms. And that's what you need. All right, let me fill this up. All right, and then we'll start the new compost. Remember, there's a wasp nest around here somewhere.
I know.
That's the new compost pile. And
it's this stuff, guys, that you can put in it.
Yeah, banana leaves, weeds. Like I said, and food scraps. But not steak or chicken. I'm talking about like...
Not meat. No,
right, just talking about
meat.
like vegetables and eggs and coffee grinds and...
Yeah.
And everything. I've shown it in the past that how that sugar sand, you can wet it and you see it just runs off of it. That's why this is filling up with water. Eventually that sugar sand will want to raise to the top, and then this compost will go to the bottom. That's one thing we've learned. When we put anytime we put soil, mulch, whatever on top, the sugar sand will raise when you water it, and it'll push this down to the bottom because for some reason the sugar sand wants to float. Baby drinking her coffee, cleaning the leaves off. Now in the summertime when it gets really hot, it's not really good to wet those leaves, but we're cleaning a lot of the dirt that splashed up from the front off of them so the green can absorb the sun and it's not being blocked. Yeah. And we do have lights that come on at nighttime over certain trees. Some of them are purple lights. That's why the banana trees in the back have done so good. And you could tell this one is doing good because of the lighting. And so are those over there, but that's white lighting. Purple, white lighting. We had purple lighting over there when those shot out and stuff. So, but now there's white and purple. And again, these are for those people that, you see how the water, see that dry spots right there? That's what sugar sand. And for some reason, the orange trees love it. But this is why in Florida, again, roots grow up on top because they can't find no water on the bottom. And you can just see this. I mean, it just coats right over it. And I guarantee you, when this dries, like this area right here, it's really low. When I go like that, see how dry it is on the bottom? So you could be here 20 minutes to an hour watering, but I don't. I normally stand like 5 or 10 minutes because I'm doing it daily, so hopefully eventually the water will go down. But that's the struggles that we have to deal with when we're out here in the used to be orange groves out here in these fields, and that's just the trouble we have to deal with. Yeah, because that was one of the reasons why I would get discouraged and not do anything, because like I said, see, it's all dry. Got some wet spots. The sand was coming up. We did mulch. We always mulch this every year and everything, but that discourages you. But if you water these every day, because banana plants need water every day, that ground has to be wet. The problem we didn't have in the banana farm was because that was black dirt, and the black dirt would always stay moist. All right, let's go see what BB's doing. See, some of the mulch is floating. But like I said, I think what helped this tree a lot was those lights right there. Those lights and watering it every day. And they're not no special tree lights. They were just lights. They had different colors. I put them on purple because I know a lot of the plant lights are in purple. And these two have sprouted the best because of the lighting. So that's why we put lights on the other one. We're going to try it out and see if they work. And again, got some banana stems in there, just branches. That's all you put in here. You're not putting logs because the branches will deteriorate quicker. See, this is the other one. No food in this one. This is just all trees, but I haven't been watering. Now I'm going to start watering so that it can decay quicker. But you can see that it's starting to get a little bit of dirt. All right, this was an invention that BB made where she put a lid on it and put trees in there and left it with water. This is at least a good year and a half, and that's ready. I'm gonna give that to the bananas. I'm gonna give it to the 2 big banana trees. All right, I'm making a trench, but you got to be careful here because the roots are up on top and you don't want to kill the banana tree. Made a trench so it holds the water. Now I'm gonna put this in there. That's the twig size I'm talking about that makes good whatchamacallit. Yeah, you see, you can just water that for hours and the sucker just doesn't go down. Alrighty, with the leaves from the avocado tree and some branches in there, we're gonna pack this in there, fill it up with water, put the lid on it, and let it make its juice.
It's juice.
Probably a little bit more. We're gonna pack that sucker in.
It's got to be green to do that.
Oh, you gotta have some green stuff in there?
Yes, it's got to be green because you got to break it down. We already have a whole bucket.
Oh.
It's 2 years old.
Okay, well then we'll pour that into our mulcher.
Yeah, that's what I thought you were doing.
Oh, okay.
No, I'll show you what you... Like this stuff here.
Right, like the weeds and stuff.
You pull them out, you put them in a bucket. You cram it down 3/4 of the way, then you fill it up, you cover it. You don't touch it for at least a year.
Right.
Believe it or not, weeds take more nutrients and have more different nitrogen, phosphate, whatever the plants are needing, and they hold different oxygen levels. So when you put them in a bucket and you fill it up, you're making your own fertilizer.
Okay.
Food.
All right, so we'll just get the green stuff. I'll put that in the bucket then. All right, so juice weed is green. What's this again?
Compost.
Compost is brown.
Brown and green.
And food.
Yes.
Alrighty. Don't pay no attention to me, pay attention to BB. That's an example of These trees we had in the back, but they did not, they were dying because it was hot and it was always in the sun. This gets partially shade, and then in the afternoon it gets sun, and look, now we're getting flowers. Before, I mean, these trees were like this, they were dead. Same thing with that tree right there, that rose bush. It was dying up in the back. And then this banana tree, that's the tallest it's ever been, and it's been in the front, but yet the one in the side grows different. So it just shows you the differences in where you plant a tree. Sometimes it might not want to grow there, but in other spots it'll grow. All right, that's what she's talking about. You put your greens in here, you fill it up with water, you put a lid. See you in a year. What are you getting, the bulbs there? Are you pulling, you're making another bucket? I see you found some bulbs.
Bulbs. Yeah, those are the gladiolas.
Gotcha. All right.